Abidjan Ivory Coast Prime Minister Amadou Gon Coulibaly, the ruling party's candidate in October's presidential election, has flown to France for medical checks, the presidency said on Sunday. The brief statement said Gon Coulibaly left on Saturday but gave no details about his state of health. A source close to Gon Coulibaly, who had heart surgery in 2012, said the Prime Minister had missed a scheduled checkup in France in April because he was busy coordinating Ivory Coast's coronavirus response. His intense activity these last weeks had an impact on his health, but it is nothing very serious. He is doing well, the source said, adding that Gon Coulibaly would return to Ivory Coast in a few days. Defense Minister Hamd Bakayoko, who recovered from the coronavirus last month, will serve as interim prime minister in Gon Coulibaly's absence, the presidency's statement said. Gon Coulibaly self-isolated in late March because of possible exposure to the coronavirus but did not test positive. President Alassane Ouattara designated Gon Coulibaly in March as the ruling RHDP party's candidate for the presidential election after saying he would not himself seek a third term. Ivory Coast has recorded more than 1,300 cases of the coronavirus, one of the highest totals in West Africa, with 15 deaths. Reuters sanctions hit Syrian tycoon Rami Makhlouf on Sunday said that security forces were arresting employees at his diversified companies in what he said was mounting pressure on him days after Syrian authorities asked him to pay hefty taxes. Makhlouf, a maternal cousin of President Bashar al-Assad and widely considered part of the president's inner circle, has a business empire that ranges from telecoms and real estate to construction and oil trading. He played a big role in financing Assad's war effort, Western officials have said. Today pressures began in an unacceptable ways and the security forces, in an inhumane way, are arresting our employees, Makhlouf said in a video. The security forces did not immediately reply to a request for comment. Addressing Assad in the video, Makhlouf said he had been asked to step down from the companies he runs, including Syriatel, the country's main mobile operator and main source of revenue for the sanctions-hit government. Did anyone expect the security forces would pounce on Rami Makhlouf's companies who were their biggest supporters and their patron during the war? Makhlouf said. The billionaire has been under U.S. sanctions since 2008 for what Washington calls public corruption, and it has since toughened measures against top businessmen who are close to him. The European Union has also slapped sanctions on Makhlouf since the Syrian conflict began in 2011, accusing him of bankrolling Assad. He became a hated figure to many pro-democracy protesters who rose up against corruption and the authoritarian rule of Assad in March 2011.